Good morning, Crystal at the Rain Dance Ranch. We have zinnias. So these are, I don't recall the names of them. Like one was like a California zinnia or something. And there was several different varieties that you get from the Fairy Morse collection at like places like Home Depot or maybe the dollar store. Those kind of seeds that you pick up in those little seed displays. So I wasn't expecting them to be the best zinnias for cut flowers, but I had a bunch of those seeds. So I planted them here in this spot, and it's a bit of a shady spot. And there was a couple days where it was very hot and I was working all day long. I like it when they're in bud form. And I just didn't get quite enough water, and I'd come home or whenever I'd get back to watering, they looked pretty sad a couple of times. And I ended up losing a flower on this guy. But they're all popping. And so I just let them grow as singles just to see. So I can see why, you know, the advice to cut them back early to encourage branching is a good idea. But this is what they do in areas where there's just probably a little bit too much shade and they don't get pinched early on. I think you're supposed to pinch them after you get like 2 sets of true leaves. So we've got that yellow one, that pink one is in full bloom. Something with a red middle. This one looks like it might be the same as this one. And I don't know what these are gonna be. But yeah, and then these sunflowers. Very small. Alright, and my daylily over here. So that's what happens when you grow things in the shade. And it took a while for these to get here. One thing I'm noticing is that a lot of the flowers, you can't, Serena from You Can't Eat the Grass just made a video not too long ago about days to maturity, and it's been a while since she posted it, maybe 2 weeks or something. And I can't remember the details, but an important thing to consider is days to maturity after you direct sow, from the minute that you direct sow. So you've got to account for the days to germination, which could be a week to 2 weeks on a lot of plants. However, some take longer. Some are a lot faster. So you put 2 weeks down, and then the days to bloom after germination could be something really great, like 50 days or 60 days or 90 days. And you know, that really adds up. You know, you're looking at 2.5 to 3.5 months to get to a flower, for example, or a fruit. So this is why winter sowing early really matters. Of course, you know, as they say, some plants just do better. What was I saying? I got distracted by the mess over here. But some plants do better direct sowed. And so that's where the method of winter sowing, where you put it like a greenhouse cloche over. There's my cats. That's Little Mac and Mamba. Mamba is the big one. Little Mac is the little one. Oh boy. So this is what they do. And they did this the other day. And this was looking perfect. But look at this flower. Okay, I like this. So, gladiolus. These turned out really nice. It'll be interesting to see how they look when they bloom out. And I'm going to try to fix these this morning. But I have heard that sometimes it's good to stake or net or somehow support your flowers. Now, what is this? There's some kind of bulb coming up. And I don't remember what I planted there. That could be the daylily. Is that what a daylily looks like when it's first coming up? And I had planted a bunch of liatris over here, but nothing. I am so disappointed. Because I've grown liatris before and it was just fine. I need to clean up these sunflowers. Right now, pretty much these sunflowers are just sort of like landscape plants. Because I don't have time to deal with them and try to make something happen. But what I do want to do is use them in like florist foam for like maybe low table centerpieces. I got one sunflower coming here. These are the horizons. So, and then, hi Mamba. How you doing, buddy? I know, you're my favorite. Okay. Right there, I got millet coming. Yay, I can't wait to see that. All right, okay, you guys get out of the garden. Just get out. You just think you can do whatever you want, don't you? Because you eat the mice and you keep the mice away. Yeah. So everything's real wet right now because we had a torrential downpour yesterday. It was really awesome. And yeah, so this is the garden. And this is my cat, Mamba. They're hungry right now, so they're probably a little bit ornery. I have dry cat food. But I'm out of the canned food right now. So, what are you gonna do? I gotta go get some today. It's been a couple days. Say hello, Mamba. Yeah, hi, Mamba. We love Mamba. All right, Crystal at the Rain Dance Ranch. When it rains, go out and dance.